Hi guys, welcome back to another tier list video. Today I'm going to be ranking all of 2022's spring animes that I've watched. This is just my opinion, so don't take it personally or whatever. The tiers we got today are God, Almost There, Alright, Meh and Trash. So now, let's get right into it. First we got The Daily Life of the Executioner. I can't lie, out of all the spring anime, there's only two that I dropped, and it was one of this and Dawn of the Witch. It's just, this anime kind of took a weird, it started off kind of really well, but then when it got to episode 5, it just got really dry for me. I thought it was going to be she was a retired executioner, and we're going to go through her daily life and how she lives without killing people. I thought it was going to be something like that, but it was just meh in my opinion. The animation was good, but I don't know if it gets better off, but I dropped it around about episode 5 because it wasn't for me. But yeah, moving on, you got Ya Boy Komin. I can't lie, this anime was really good. I enjoyed it all the way through from episode 1 through 12. It was really vibey, the songs were really good, and I just like the overall characters. I like the reincarnated Chinese warrior guy. I like, is it Echo, her name is? The blonde girl that sings, I think that's her name. I like the rapper guy as well, I find him really cool. I'm going to put it almost there, but if I made another tier called Vibe, this one would be there and it would be top. Next we got Dawn of the Witch. I know this is a sequel to something else that I haven't watched, that's probably why I didn't really understand this anime that much, but still, I didn't finish this anime, I didn't drop it because it was really interesting up to episode 5. And then after episode 6ish, 7ish, it got really dry for me, and I was just waiting for something to happen, and nothing really got explained that well, and it was just there. So I'm not going to put it in trash because it does have some good side characters. The main protagonist is kind of boring, but yeah, I'm going to put it in meh, but not top of meh, because I do think they love it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Science Fell in Love Season 2. I loved the first season. I loved the comedy side of it, and I loved the main two characters. I liked how this season focused more on the side characters than the main cast. Towards I think it was around about episode 4 or 5ish, we focused more on the side characters instead of just the main two protagonists. And I like that, and we have a lot of good character development in this season. We got, I forgot the characters' names in this one. The pink hair girl and the blonde head, the girl and boy. We got a lot of character development and backstory behind them too. And we also got a lot of character development for other characters that got introduced that I really like. So I'm gonna put it in alright. And I hope this gets another season, but I'm not gonna be probably meh, but this season overall was a good season. It's not top tier, it's not bottom tier, but it was just a good season. Spy Family, I'm probably going to get hate for this one, but I'm going to put it in alright, because I can't lie, top of alright. It got boring after the brother came into the story. I forgot what episode he came in, I think it was episode 8 or 7. It got dry after that. It was just so dry after that, and I got hella bored. I know the dodgeball tournament with Anya was cool. I like that, but after the brother came in, it got really dry. The last episode was dry as fuck. People might like it, but I found it really dry. I don't remember the 10th episode, to be fair. I think it was the swimming one. That episode was really dry, to be fair. I got bored. But what was the most disappointing thing about this anime is it was so hyped up. Even my friend spoke to me about it because he's reading the manga. He was like, bro, this anime is so good, the manga's so good. Yeah, the manga is good. I do have the first 2 volumes, but the anime, the main problem I have with it is when you hear the title Spy Family, I thought we were going to hear more the backstory between Lloyd and Yor. We do get a bit of it, of Yor's and Lloyd's, but I would rather have an in-depth backstory for them both. Maybe we get that in the second season, but second part of the anime, but I don't know. But yeah, it got dry, so I'm going to put it in top of alright. Shield Hero Season 2. Okay, I can't lie. Out of everything on this list, this is the most disappointment one. I still enjoyed it, but the first arc was so fucking bad. I've got to put it in alright. Just because if this had 25 episodes, I wouldn't have hated it. I wouldn't have hated it. I wouldn't have hated on the first arc so badly. Like, Shield Hero fans have been waiting for a long time for season 2, because the first season was so good, and then it came in with this spirit tortoise stuff that we never heard about before. It was a good concept, but it was so bad because of the CGI, and they were going to war with it, and no casualties. It looked like no one died in it. You can't have a war with 0 casualties. It was just so. And then after that, we got the one where Naofumi went to what's his name? The Other Hero's World. I liked that art, to be fair. It was really interesting. But if they started off, no, not started off, it did the first arc better, I think a lot of people would have enjoyed it. But yeah, this was just a letdown. I can't lie. After the Spirit Tortoise was defeated, a lot of people had lost interest in this and dropped it. And fair enough. It was like the main 2 people we were supposed to care about was Grisha and Asta, I think her name is, the other green-haired woman. We're supposed to care about in the Spirit Tortoise arc, but there's not enough development for them to care enough about them. So I'm gonna leave it there. Kokomi Can't Communicate season 2. This is almost there. I can't lie. Another banging season for this. I hope it gets a 3rd season. I'm catching up to where the manga is at the minute. I haven't fully caught up, but I'm almost there. I can't watch this anime though. This season focused more on the romance side, and the first season focused more on Kokomi as a character, like how she came out of her like quiet shell and not speaking to her and not getting any friends and stuff like that. I like how this season went with a different approach from the first one, and I liked how she's more she's not more talkative, but she's more what's the right word, enjoyable. That's it. She's an enjoyable character, but like enjoyable as her personality, because when you see her in like the first couple of episodes of the first season, she's all like depressed and that and don't know how to act around other people. So I like how this season went with a different approach. But yeah, there's nothing really bad I could say about this season, because like the only thing it kind of lacked was some of the episodes were just alright and some of them were god tier. It was just, some of the episodes were just meh. But yeah, overall this season was a banger. Next we've got Love Afterward Domination. I can't lie, this is the one that kind of just like, for me, I knew it was just going to be a wholesome anime, but the way this anime, it just made me laugh a lot of times just because of how some of the characters interact. It's such a wholesome anime, but the Power Ranger concept isn't for me personally. But for the characters, the main 2 and the other side characters, I don't think it's almost there. I think it's alright. I just really like how the villain and the hero have to interact, like to actually have a relationship. I really like that concept. And yeah, it's just the Power Ranger concept isn't for me. Like, if you've watched this anime, you can tell this is inspired by Power Rangers, but it's not for me personally. But it is a good anime. I'm just gonna put it in alright. Data Life season 4, I can't lie, this season was a fucking banger. Like, out of all the Data Life seasons, this is the one that's been up there for all the development that it had in the characters. The last episode was so good as well. Like, the first arc we had Sister Spirit. We could learn more about her, and that she's the second spirit. The third arc, the second arc, we had we're gonna have a mix. We had I forgot her name was, the blonde haired spirit. With we found out about the main villain that we're gonna have in Data Life now, and obviously for the final arc we had Kurumi. And to be honest, like, this for development for all the characters is so good, but because of the only thing that I say it's a problem is because Data Life's cast is now getting a bit too big, and some of the characters in the season kind of got overlooked and barely did anything. Like the twins, they barely did anything in the season. Who else didn't do anything that much? The twins, the little blue-haired girl, she barely did nothing. There's a lot of characters now that they're just gonna overshadow because of how big the main cast is getting. But yeah, the 5th season, I can't wait for it. I'm hoping they had the same animation, because this animation was fire. Okay, moving on. Trapped in a Dating Sim. I can't lie, this is the most overlooked and probably the most underrated anime of this season. I'm gonna put it in almost there, but if you guys have watched this anime, I haven't watched it, I would beg for you to go watch it, because it's such an enjoyable watch. Like, when I first watched it, I had to rewatch it twice because I didn't. The first time it was just like a binge watch, but now once I rewatched it, it's really good. The main protagonist is really enjoyable, and obviously the two main female characters, Olivia and I forgot the Angie, I think her name is. Those two are also like really enjoyable characters as well, and I like their development throughout the story. The only reason I'm not gonna put in God tier is because some of the main the other lads, like the royals, I don't really like. They're just so they have not really a goal. It's just like they want to marry this one chick and then make her happy and shit. That goal's just, it's personally not for me, but if they did it a bit better, I think it would have been God tier. The animations are good as well. Hopefully it gets a second season, but because it's been overlooked throughout this entire season, I don't think it would. Moving on. This title was way too fucking long. The strongest demon hunter is reincarnated as a typical nobody. I think that's what the title is. Trash. I can't lie. The first 3 episodes were good, but after that it got really hard for me to carry on watching it. The only reason I carried on watching it is because of the 4th episode. The 4th episode had like some really good, interesting parts for me that I liked. But after that, it got annoying. It became a binge watch. The main protagonist is it's an honest but worse. Like, if you want to go watch a better anime, go watch Misfit at the Demon King Academy. That anime is God tier. This anime is just not there though. The side characters are just not for me, and I just don't like the last arc. The last arc made no sense to me. Okay, moving on. Shikimori's not just a cutie. If you've seen my tweets and my Instagram stories, you know I've been hyping up this anime since I've seen the trailer. And because I've read the manga, I'm not going to put this in God tier, I'm going to put it in top of almost there though. The only reason why, because it's mixed views about this, and it can really just depend on what you're into watch-wise. Right. This anime is not focused that much on development or characters and that much. It's mainly just an enjoyable watch where you see two people having a good relationship. And that's generally what this anime is. But what I like about this anime is just all the vibes it gives off. Like, you got these two people. We've got Shikimori, that's literally a badass and so cool. And we've got Izumi, that is just the most unluckiest person that has to live through his day-to-day life. I find it really enjoyable to watch. And then we get some drama when Kamiya comes in. Yeah, Kamiya comes into it. Best girl of the season, don't even at me. And when that season comes about, those episodes come about, it's really interesting. It builds up the drama between how she has to cast her feelings aside for Izumi and stuff like that. But either way, I find the show an enjoyable watch. But people might have different views on it. This is just my opinion, so yeah. Tomodachi Game, God tier. Can't lie, it's gotta be my favourite anime of the season. Shikimori is close, but Tomodachi Game, I never heard of this anime until I saw people hyping up, and I was like, alright, I'll give it a watch. The first episode, it got me so hooked, I had to finish it. Now that I finished it, I'm reading through the manga now, I'm like on chapter 60 something. But yeah, Yurichi and the other side characters are so entertaining to watch. If you've seen this is literally a game anime, like characters that are going into games and like a life death situation have to find their way out. It's literally Kagegiri done right. Yurichi is such an entertaining protagonist. He reminds me of Ayano Koji, but Ayano Koji is more of the intelligent side, and he'll make plans to go through shit. Yurichi will just use people and then make his plan for himself and nobody else. And I find that really interesting to watch. But I would recommend you go watch that if you really want a in-depth anime to go watch this season. Let's go at night. I can't lie, it's literally Overlord, but instead of Overlord wanna fucking fuck everyone up and rule the world, it's kind of just a passive aggressive Irons. So I'm gonna put it in alright because it's not bad. But I see what they were going for the plot and the main protagonist, but it just wasn't for me. I'd rather go watch Overlord 3 times than literally go watch this show. Don't know if it will get a second season. People have told me the manga is really good, but I have no. This first season didn't get me hooked to go read the manga, so yeah. Love is War, peak romance. This Love is War is the most. I think it's the most highest rated anime now. This was better than That Alive. Highest rated anime in the world at the minute. Don't call me to that. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was. This season for Love is War was so good. There was nothing wrong about it. It just had a really slow start for me. The first episode was really good, but the second, third, and fourth episode just wasn't really for me. The rap episode though, where Chika and Ishigami was rapping, that was a sick episode. I love that episode. But yeah, there's nothing wrong for me to say about Love is War. It's peak romance. So yeah, this is my tier list for 2022 spring anime. I hope you enjoyed. Let me hear your opinions in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and peace.